Good evening, friends, and welcome to Kit Crush Wednesday. I'm Lisa Maynard, and we are going to take a look at a new kit that came out last month, um, April. So I am going to wait for a couple people to jump on here, and I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. This kit is a non-stamping kit, so it's going to go to rather really quickly, and I love the paper. It's kind of like the thank you kit we did a while ago that was also a non-stamping kit. The paper is just lovely on this, and so I can't wait to show it to you. So I see a couple people have jumped on. With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around, and we're going to get started right here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to make tonight. So here we go. Here is the kit. It's called Loveliest Wishes, and it's going to make 6 cards. And isn't aren't these just darling? This one says cheers with a lovely daisy on it. And then we have a birthday wishes. Now these are supposedly all for birthdays, but they don't have to just be for birthdays. Cheers could be for anything. And then we have a birthday wishes here with some gems and some nice vellum and everything. And then we have a little square card here. And this is probably, I don't know which one is my favorite, but I love this too. It says happy birthday and just a cute little square card with an envelope. So like I said, this is a non-stamping kit. So everything you need for this comes in it, and it'll make 9 cards. And I just love this paper. It's very soft. I know you can't tell. There's some texture to part of this, and it's just a very velvety type of feeling. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to bring in the kit so we can see what's in it. And this is going to go really fast tonight, friends. So we have, again, as always, the instructions, just like so. We have our Stampin' Dimensionals, our embellishments, and our little glue dots, which we are going to need, so leave those out. Then we have some layering pieces. Those are those pieces you saw popped up. Then some more die cut pieces here. These are the flowers and the little ferns and stuff. And then our vellum pieces, which are the more of the leaves. And then this cute little tulip vellum piece here. And then we have our sentiments that are already pre-done for us. They're all in multiple languages, but they're all pre-done. And then we have our card bases and our envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and put those away right now. I'll set that aside. And then we're going to bring in our first card here. And this is going to be the square card. So I'm going to scooch those little pieces over, and we're going to come in and we're going to fold this card. And it's, again, you cannot see this, but it is very, very soft. And I love this paper. It's so, so cool. So we're going to burnish this with our bone folder, just like we usually do. And then, as always, I've prepped some of these pieces. So this is, oh my gosh, I have to figure out which way this goes. Oh, I think this is like, yeah, it's like this. I've already went and prepped it with our little Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of it. Those are those little pieces, those little foam pieces that pop everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the backs off of those, just the paper backing. And then we're going to get to rolling on this project. So now you're going to want to center this left to right and top to bottom. And I'm going to do the best I can without getting my head in the way here. And there we go. We're just going to push that on there just lightly, just like so. Now the next piece we're going to have is that cute little tulip piece. And we've put the mini glue dots on the back of it. So if you can tell, they're on the left side of this, the right side of this, which would be the left side when we put it down on our paper. So these are going to be hidden by our sentiment. So we're going to go ahead and use our little take your pick tool and take these off quickly, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and place this on our card. It's going to go right right about in here. Let's put it right about, so it's going to be kind of to the right of the card, but kind of in the middle there. So that's that piece. Then I've already, again, prepped the happy. So again, Stampin' Dimensionals, super great way to make those cards pop and just kind of jump off the page. We're going to go ahead and place this happy birthday, and I'm going to try and make sure that that's fairly straight. About right about there, just like so. And then our birthday has the little glue dots on the back because that is going to go on the happy. So we are going to pop those off. These are so quick to make. This is going to take no time at all. In fact, probably prepping them for the live probably took longer than actually like making them if you were to just make them. So there we go. Here's our card. Happy birthday. Isn't that just adorable? Anyone would love to get that card. So there's our first one. Let's go ahead and bring in our next one. Again, I've prepped some of our parts and pieces. Some of them I couldn't do until we get a piece of them done. So let's go ahead and burnish our card base again with my bone folder to make it nice and flat. So here we go. We are going to, the first thing we're going to do is, we are going to add this vellum element to this little furnish greenery element. And it's going to go right on the top of that. This card is so quick, friends. So quick. So we're going to pop this off and this off. And they're so simple, but so elegant. And they're just super adorable. I love how it takes very little to make a card look wonderful with just these elements. So there we have this. As you can see, that's on there. Now, we got to put on some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that. So we can pop that baby right on up onto the card. So I didn't want to do that before I adhered those two together. I suppose I probably could have, but let's go ahead and do that right now. And there we go. Peeling the backs off of those so we can lay this on here. We're going to really try and center this in the middle of our card as best as we can. But wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking, oh, wait a minute. We've missed an element, but we did. There is that part. Now, again, two little glue dots. This is going to go right on the top of those two pieces, right on that rectangular area there. Super easy. So we're going to come in and center that on there and just give it a nice little press. And there we have our birthday wishes. To finish this baby off, we are going to add some of these wonderful glittery round, oh, if I can get them out, round adhesive embellishments here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, they're all the same size. I'm going to go ahead and grab them with my take your pick tool, and that one kind of wanted to flip over on me. So I'm going to put one about here, and you can follow the directions. Well, where did that go? Oh my gosh, it ended up on my finger. Let's try that again. One right here, just like so. And let's try and use this one off of my finger, and we'll put the other one right about there. That will stick just fine. And apparently they're clear through the back of them, so I did not know that that was the way that it was. And then we're going to put one right like that, just like so. How adorable is that? Birthday wishes. So simple, yet so elegant. Just fabulous card. All right, last one. Last one, friends. We're going to come in. Here we go. Prepped. Fold that card base in half, just like this. This is going to be a super quick live tonight because these are so simple to make and so fun. All right. Parts and pieces. Here we have the textured layering piece. And I know you can't really see, but it does have a texture to it, and it's just so, so soft. So Stampin' Dimensionals, we put quite a few on there. Take the backings off of those fairly quickly here. And I've got a glue dot sticking to me for some reason or another. Not really sure why that glue dot's sticking to me. And then go ahead and pop that off. Hopefully it didn't come off one of my pieces here. Now, again, we're going to center this left and right, top to bottom as best we can. Go ahead and set that in there. Give it a nice little press, just like so. Now, we are going to layer these three, not layer actually, we're going to place these three elements on our card. And so for right at the moment, so I can get a good feel of where I want these, I'm not going to set them down until I kind of figure out where I want to put them positionally, so I can determine, you know, kind of where I like the look of those. So I think that looks pretty good. And they're not exactly straight right now, but I'm going to leave them there while I go ahead and start placing them down. And again, Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. So we're going to take the backing off of those. And then I'm going to place this one right here, like so. So it's down on the lower half of your paper, but not a little higher than half, I guess. And then this one, it's going to be offset a little bit. We're going to put the cheers right like so. And then the final one is we're going to move it back in, aligned up with this other one, kind of, the one with the stripes on it. And there we've got our three pieces, the cheers. Super cute so far. The last part, the daisy. I've got a Stampin' Dimensional and a glue dot on the leaf. So let's go ahead and take that glue dot off, or the backing of that glue dot, just like that. Get that out of the way. Go ahead and take my backing off that daisy. And so the daisy part with the Stampin' Dimensional is going to go above. It is going to go above that last little striped raised piece, because my Stampin' Dimensional is on there. And then I'm just going to place that down and give that a nice little push because my glue dot is there. And here we have the cheers card, friends. Isn't that just adorable? Super, super cute. This could be for any occasion. Obviously, these are very feminine in comparison to other ones we've seen in the past, but they are absolutely adorable. So again, birthday wishes, cheers, and happy birthday in that square little card. Super cute. I hope that you take a look at this kit. It's called Loveliest Wishes. And again, thank you for tuning in. It was really, really a quick live tonight. But that's the way it is when you have these kits that don't take very long to put together, because they're just so fun and so simple. Everything you need is included. So I will put the link to this kit in the comments, and I hope you'll check it out, because it's a very, very nice kit. And I know you can't tell by the camera, but the texture of these cards is just absolutely amazing. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up, friends, for tonight. It was a quick 13, 14 minutes. I appreciate all of you joining in, as always. And if you want to pass this on to your friends or someone that you know that might be interested in card making, I would truly appreciate that. So don't be afraid to share this with someone. And you can also watch it on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. So with that, I will wish you all a wonderful Wednesday evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.